Good morning and welcome to the start of the Pennine 39. It's actually 37 miles from here at Bowleys, along the Pennine Way, up High Cup Nick, down to Dufton, and then up Great Dunfell onto Crossfell, down into Carrigill, and then finish at Alston Youth Hostel. So this is one of the races that I did last year that I DNF'd, so intention was to come today and get round. It's only been 7 days since Stanza Stones, and I thought I'll just take it nice and steady, and time's not relevant at all, but I injured my knee last week on the Stanza Stones, and it's still really painful when descending, so I'm hoping that that I'm going to get round today, but all I can do is try my best and see you soon.
You could,
Okay, chill out.
Thanks, Joe.
And we're off. Very okay affair as usual. Jaws events. Just we're talking, just went right, off you go. No countdown or anything. I mean, never warm up, but hopefully not as warm as last week, so yeah, see you in a bit. So we're 2 miles in. Unfortunately, my knee's not playing ball, it's really sore. It's alright when I'm walking. I can't. It just hurts too much to run on it. It's a real shame because this first few miles is lovely and runnable. Sort of a fairly flat path, couple of little sort of dips, but nothing that you won't be able to run. But yeah, his knee's not playing ball. But I'm gonna just keep on plodding along, trying to sort of do a fast walk, and yeah, it's taken me half hour so far to do the first 2 mile. So I don't know how that will go down well against the cut-offs. To be honest, I didn't even really look at what they were, but all I can do is just keep trying. So I desperately want to get this done. Like I say, it's such a lovely part of the world to run in, and having not been able to finish it last year, if I can get it finished this year, then I'd love to do that. But yeah, I'll see what they say at the first checkpoint. See you in a bit. So we're 5 miles in. Yeah, sore, very sore my knee. Not able to run for very long. So trying to fast walk and then run 100 metres or so, and then go back into a fast walk for a bit, and then keep repeating that. So yeah, averaging about 10-minute kilometres. So about 16-minute miling. So yeah, so I can keep it going at this pace. Certainly on the flats, I should be able to get around in the cutoffs, I think. But yeah, we've only done one short descent so far where my knee were agony. So yeah, so it'll be the descents that kind of determine whether I can or even should continue. I've got Solomon Serpent Trail in about 2 weeks, and then Lakeland 15, 6 or 7 weeks. And certainly for Lakeland 50 is the one that I've been training towards. So yeah, certainly don't want to do anything that's gonna stop me from running that, but we'll see how I get on. See you in a bit. Well, just come past Cauldron Snout, and yeah, about 15 minutes inside the cutoff. So yeah, so as long as I keep going at a similar pace, should be alright. See how many years on the descents. But yeah, at least getting to Dufton again. So yeah, see you soon. We're just short of 20k. Yeah, I'm afraid it's probably going to be another DNF on this race again. Yeah, it's now, my knee's now hurting even when I'm walking. I think all them sort of boulders just for Cauldron Snout sort of compounded the issue. But yeah, I can feel my right quad and the top of my right calf tightening. Probably where it's compensating for not being able to put my weight from my knee properly. So yeah, I don't want to do any long-term damage. So yeah, we're almost at the top of Iceup Nick, and then we've got a long descent down to Dufton, which I have a feeling is going to be very, very painful. But yeah, I'll speak to you all in a bit. So how about that for a spectacular view? That's High Cup Nick. Yeah, it's just a stunning view, especially on a day like today. Yeah, gotta get down to Dufton now and see how many it is, but like I say, I think it's the wise decision is going to be to call it a day. We'll see how wise I'm feeling when we get down to Dufton. See you in a bit. So, made it down to Dufton. Yeah, knees sore, but yeah, it's I ran most of that descent because it didn't seem to make much difference whether I were running or walking for the amount it hurt. So I figured at least if I run, it's going to hurt for a shorter time. Yeah, let's get to checkpoint now and make a decision one way or other. I'm right back marker at Lanterne Rouge, as I say in cycling. So I'll see how far behind, and I don't want to keep the marshals and everybody out all day, and this is my pace. So yeah, so I'll yeah, make a decision at the checkpoint. Speak to you soon. I've rightly or wrongly made the decision to press on. So yeah, see whether that's the right call in a bit, but I've got no choice now but to carry on up to Crossfell and then down to Gregsholt and Garrigill. See you soon. So yeah, unfortunately we're DNF in the end. Yeah, it was moving so slowly up on that climb up to the radar station. Yeah, it just wasn't fair for the marshals and everything to be out so long. I think I would have been looking at about a 13-hour finish, which would have put like 10 o'clock tonight. So yeah, I made the decision. I'm pleased that I pushed on at Dufton. Yeah, unfortunately my drop bag wasn't at the Dufton aid station, which really played on my mind, sort of going up there, because I had a bottle of Coke and some gels and stuff in there that I needed for the next section, and I didn't have them in. And I don't know what had happened. When I got back to finish, it was there, so whether it had not got loaded in the van or whatever, I don't know what happened, but that didn't help. But you know, I would have been moving slowly anyway, but as it was, I just completely bonked going up the climb, and it was such a big climb out of Dufton up to the radar station. Then there was still a little bit more climb up onto Crossfell, and then from there it was downhill-ish most of the way to Garrigill, and and I was just like, but by the time I finished, I had 2 gels left and 1 flapjack, which wouldn't have been enough to get me to finish. With the way I was feeling and the length of time that it was taking me to run, and I think, you know, obviously trying to do 2 big ultras back to back wasn't the best planning. But yeah, I'll just have to come back next year and finish it off. And yeah, it's such a lovely route. I'm pleased I made it further than last year, and I didn't quit when I wanted to at Dufton. I pushed on and got some more miles and in my legs and some more time on my feet. So yeah, so in the end it were just over 8 hours for 23 mile, which, you know, that shows you how slow I was moving. Yeah, sort of similar time wise to last week, I would imagine. But yeah, I was just struggling with my knee and with my energy levels anyway, so a couple of weeks to sort of rest and recover now before Salomon Serpent Trail. So yeah, looking forward to that one. It looks such a good route and it looks a nice atmosphere. I'm staying down there for the weekend, so it's a long drive from Yorkshire down to Hampshire. So yeah, so I'll see you all in a bit.